Currently is the middle of January, the best period for people to start with their New Year's resolution with a specific goal in mind, very motivated, and then after 1 or 2 months everything is gone. All the motivation, the big plans that they had for the futures, then suddenly everything gets lost in the way of life, you get busy with work and you find excuses, and in the end you don't move on with your goal. If you've been struggling with this as well in the past and now you're trying to finally achieve that goal that you always wanted to achieve, in this video I will give you a 3-step strategy that will drastically improve the chances of success in this year. Now, all these guidelines I will give you is not just from magic, it's just experience based on myself trying different strategies to try to achieve certain goals, specific goals during the years. So for this I want to give some concrete examples of some small goals that I have for myself in these first months of the year. For this I decided to pick a goal related to healthy habits, in particular into my workout and to eating more healthy food, because I know this is some type of goal that is more generic and more applicable to many people. First one is to have a more fit and lean body, and the second one will be to introduce more healthy food in my diet and trying to avoid eating junk food, not just as a temporary diet, but to introduce more healthy lifestyle that is easier to maintain over a long period of time. The first step in this strategy will be to reduce friction. What I mean with this is, if you find yourself that you're struggling to even start to work on your goal, it's probably because you have too much friction in your mind that is stopping you to take action, because you have a mind block that tells you, oh no, it's too difficult to start this task, why should I put these energies, it's not worth it. So the first thing to do is to reduce this barrier and make it so simple that you have almost no barriers at all and you can start right away and then enjoy the momentum of it. If we introduce this concept in the 2 goals that I decided, so regarding the workout, it means maybe instead of having to go to a gym, that means I need to change, I need to prepare a bag, I need to go to the gym, then do the workout, and it's like a lot to think about. I can get all the equipment to do some workout at home. That means maybe a mat where I can just stay there to do my abs exercise. I can get a dumbbell to do some weight at home, or I can get other tools where I can use my body weight to do pull-ups and other exercises that are easier to do at home and you don't really need to go to a gym. And this will reduce a lot the friction of having to start your workout, because you can just start right away. You are ready at home, you can just take your equipment and start working out. The same goes for my healthy food goal, because sometimes I want to make that more healthy alternative of food, but then end up in doing the quickest food that I can. And this is because if I think, oh no, I need to take the vegetables and I don't have it because I need to take it fresh from the supermarket, so I need to go to the supermarket, then I need to clean it, I need to cut it, I need to do all these many steps, probably it's never gonna happen. Especially if you have a busy schedule in your life and you need to combine with work and other things. So a good alternative could be, for instance, to use frozen vegetables. It's already cut, contrary to many beliefs, it's still a valid alternative, and sometimes frozen vegetables even has more nutrients than the fresh one, simply because it's just cut and frozen immediately and then brought to you, while the fresh vegetables that you buy at the supermarket actually have been in a fridge, have been there in the store for a while outside of actually starting to lose nutrients over time by the time you arrive home and you cook it in your kitchen. Now, of course, I'm not a nutritionist, so do your own researches. I say this because I was struggling for this and I searched online. So you can do the same and also check what ingredients it has, the frozen vegetables that you find in your supermarket. Normally it should just be frozen without any preservative inside, so you can just check as well this one. In this category as well, consider as reducing friction is making it more simple to do. Like if you think about a workout that is too hard to complete, maybe you need to think about a more beginner workout, so you can start small and then increase in difficulty over time, where it will not be such a daunting task to start the workout, and as well starting with simple recipes instead of very complex food to prepare if you want to start eating healthy. And this brings me actually to the second step, that is reducing the scope. It's kind of similar to this last concept, that is indeed not to overcomplicate things, not to try to do too many things at once. Like if you want to, like me, improve your fitness, you shouldn't start to think, okay, I want to learn how to do the headstand, I want to do like muscle up all together at the same time. You should focus on a smaller scope at a time. This is something that I learned over time. I always try to do so many things at once, and in the end you have very little time and very little energy for each one of them, and the results of course reflect all of this. Same goes for the health food goal. In this case, you shouldn't try to learn how to cook every different kind of food that you have. Just start with few ingredients, try to master them, and then try to move on to more complex recipes, more complex type of food if you really want. The idea is to keep it simple, to keep it realistic, and in this is actually good to not just think about a yearly goal, but try to use the quarterly goals, to use weekly goals, so you can try to plan smaller goals that you can achieve easily in 1 week, in 1 month, and then you can see the progress, so you don't need to wait an entire year to have the result of your final goal, but you can try to have smaller goals, smaller achievements, and things that are within your scope to be done easily. Then last but not least, the final step is of course consistency, because if you want to achieve a goal, the only way is to be consistent over a long period of time. This is the way you can master anything. And if you follow all the other steps, you have reduced the scope, you have 1 or 2 specific goals you want to work in the next month or over the next year, and then started with very small achievable tasks so you can reduce the friction. For instance, I decided to do 10 pull-ups per day. So I know that whatever happens, I can just start and do 10 pull-ups. It's easy, it's achievable, I can do every day. And with that I will start the momentum, and of course probably I will continue and do a better workout, but still I will try to keep small workouts that I can do every day. Of course it's not the same as doing a bodybuilder workout when you need to go to the gym for 1 or 2 hours with heavy weight. It's a completely different workout, I know that, but that is not my goal. My goal is to be more fit, more lean, and then do that with a simple workout that I can do at home. The thing of consistency is that everything will compound over time. So even though it seems like you're not doing enough in this day, but if you sum 365 days in a year, then you will see that you will get a great improvement at the end of the year. Now, I know I try to be very synthetic in this video because I don't want to waste much more time. There could be so much more to talk about, but it's better to have clear concept in few minutes than having an hour long video where you forget everything and maybe cannot even follow all along. So let me know if you have specific question, and it's always better to go look for the specific doubt that you have and probably try to investigate deeper on that. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.